Hey, dude, welcome back to another one, fellas. We got the Broncos versus the Raiders. See if I can get back in this. I gotta go up against the Silicon Super team. Sunday night football, baby. Broncos versus Raiders. But it was 8-1 Broncos versus 4-4 Raiders.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We good?
Mulligan, that's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Broncos. Malik Neighbors, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Brooks. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Bear. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 9. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback's...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have anybody giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll fall in.
Nigga with a cheese-ass fucking mid-blitz.
Let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on third down. Bayer. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw. Bear. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bayer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Andre Yoshivas. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase. Today, and I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Off the play fake, Nix. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's Nix. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Nix to the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Justin Jefferson, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Off play action. Bear. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's got this one down to the 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Beyer. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Bear. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. To throw is Nix. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Nix. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here comes Brooks, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Off the play fake. Byer. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. A handoff running left, Brooks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now they'll change things up. They'll run with Brooks. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. Watching when he was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end, did it?
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Off play action. Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? Right? Yeah. It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it will come out to the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Extra point attempt to follow here. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Here's 1st down. Following the fumble recovery. Fair. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. And that will be...
Oh, my God.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake. Byer. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us how this goes. So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
Take the headphones off, please.
But they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors.
Can't hear.
Take the headphones off.
Can't hear.
Take the headphones off.
But make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. Game-winning touchdown, baby. Shit.
Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones.
I thought you were going to do like
sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here.
I forget, Johnny.
You forget because you're on the damn video game.
No, it's because I had to fucking clean up that mess the little boy made with the spaghetti.
Hey, my fault you doing shit on your own.
Shut the fuck up. She cleaned off the fucking floor. I had to clean him and the fucking shit out of his hair and shit.
It's going to give you the play we saw. to win the game. Because I know everyone's
You see,
thinking
you
it
don't
might be
know
something
shit.
they just drew up.
Wrong
It
comment,
might have been
sir.
something they've been working on, and now they got the right
What? You
matchup.
know what? From now on, I'm not going to talk to you at all when it's
So
over. Just because you like to run your
How am
fucking
I running
mouth.
out? You put some pepper? Huh?
No, I didn't.
Here we go. I got some pepper now. Have a little drink, please. And therefore, I can make sounds. Just hot. In my stomach. What are you watching?
What?
What are you watching?
What does he always watch?
I don't know, Sesame Street?
Yeah. Because it's fucking educational.
Your jaw's getting tired. The way I'm laying. Some corn living ain't good in this, mama. Now let me turn this cast off.